Your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
And good morning, everyone. We are taking a first look at the tropics. There's a couple of systems out there that are suspicious. Well, this one, it's denoted here in yellow. This is really not going to develop. They're just keeping an eye on it. But National Hurricane Center is keeping a very close eye on this wave around the Cape Verde Islands. And yeah, this is likely going to get a name probably tomorrow, and no later, I think, than by Wednesday for sure, the way things are going with this system. It's looking like it's going to be rapidly developing and potentially could become the first hurricane of the Atlantic season. But the first name that it's going to get will be called Tropical Storm Erin. So we'll see how that's going to take place over the next couple of days. But it will have quite a bit of time to work its way across the Atlantic, heading towards the U.S. But it might be about a week or so, sometime next week, before we even start to really get good concerns on that to see exactly where it'll go beyond that. All right, let's focus in here and now. We're dealing with the humidity, that's for sure, and the heat. So the dew points are going to be into the mid and upper 60s for the next couple of days, touching near 70 as we get to Wednesday. Now, the difference here from last time around when we were dealing with the high heat and the heat advisories, where the humidity caused the temperature to feel like it was over 100 degrees. It's not going to happen this time, but nonetheless, it is going to be very hot and feeling like it's mid, maybe upper 90s over the next couple of days until a cold front can come through sometime on Thursday. So when that finally moves through the region, that'll break the high humidity and drop those dew points back to the more comfortable range to finish the week. All right, outside right now, we're warming up many checkpoints into the mid and upper 60s, a few spots near 70 degrees. North Kingstown, Worcester is already up to 71, as is Boston, but they're still showing 58 in Taunton. I'm suspecting that temperature should be a little bit warmer by now, showing up on the gauge. There's a big heat dome sitting across the nation's midsection, so it's going to be a while before we can break the humidity. We got to wait for a couple of cold fronts to work on the way across the northern U.S., and it won't be until Thursday that we get into that. So until then, it's hot, it's humid, and a bit on the hazy side as well, and dry conditions today, tomorrow, and on into Wednesday as well, with high pressure sitting south of the area. Here comes the front Wednesday afternoon, but it's going to be slowly progressing into New England. So any showers that try to develop Wednesday afternoon should stay in western New England. It won't be until Thursday, really, that we kind of get into that threat. Here's what we're dealing with today. We're into the low 90s, unless you're down along the coastline, where it'll be in the mid 80s. And then it's a warm, muggy night tonight, dropping back into the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. We repeat things again tomorrow, back into the low 90s, little cooler at the coastline. And same story on Wednesday, although a little bit of fog perhaps around in the morning hours. The afternoon, some clouds building in for later in the day, but any shower threat doesn't really come in until Thursday. All right, so what do you do for the high heat and humidity? Well, limit your outdoor activities during the heat of the day between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Check in on the neighbors. Don't leave the kids in the car or take the pets with you as well. And check the pavement before walking the dog as well. So put the back of your hand on the pavement. If it feels too hot and you can't keep it there for 3 seconds, it's too hot to walk your dogs on the pavement. So keep that in mind. All right, and then as we head into the next couple of days, here we go. It's going to be feeling like 94 to 97 degrees until the front comes in on Thursday with a threat of a shower or thunder shower, and then much more comfortable, some relief Friday, Saturday, and into the weekend. That's your latest forecast.